Halloween is long gone. We left that in last year. But some of y'all are looking dead. I don't know if it's the economy. I don't know if it's the stonk market. I don't know if it's the Great Resignation. I don't know if it's the lack of sun and seasonal affective disorder. I don't know if it's just the fact that we've all been up until 3 in the morning watching skincare videos on YouTube. But a lot of us, including me, are looking like death warmed over. And there are some reasons that we wake up in the morning looking a little puffy, a little bit saggy faced, a little less bright, more dull. There's no luminosity going on anymore. And that's why I wanted to share with you 3 simple ways to look less dead in the mornings. If you are running out of time, if you slept through your alarm or hit snooze 17 times like I did, if you don't have one of those fancy Bridgerton coffee machines that is an alarm clock that serves you coffee, same. That is why these tips exist, to help you out. So let's start out with depuffing our faces. Yes, you know that we've got to talk about the puffiness. Sometimes when we sleep, literal fluid, aka lymphatic fluid, can pool up in our face. It can happen to our cheeks, especially under our eyes where the skin is thinner, and overall it can just make our face look saggy and puffy and less awake. Now also, when we are sleeping, our body is not moving lymphatic fluid throughout our entire being, and therefore there's not a lot of circulation going on. Our body is resting and repairing. We're not running a marathon, unless you are a sleepwalker that runs marathons, which I'd love to meet you. I think you should see a psychologist for that. But celebrities are doing something right when they speak about depuffing their faces, and there are a few great ways to do this. One of the oldest and the easiest is to put a spoon in the fridge. Great job. Grandma did it because it works. If you've got money and you want to be bougie, you can of course purchase a skincare tool, be a little bit more like a celebrity, but these are not absolutely necessary, and you shouldn't have to break the bank to do it. I'm a firm believer that these gua sha tools or jade rollers should not cost you more than $20. Here's one from April Skin. This is just a random pretty purple one. This I actually love. This is a bit more fun. This is from Sundree. A celebrity made me try this. But this is something you can actually put in the fridge or the freezer, and you can actually use this tool to kind of massage and depuff the face. Now, all of that being said, you can also use a cold spoon. You can also use your hands. And you can also use patches, which, yes, I love these. And think about this logically with me. If you have slept through your alarm, you've woken up late, you're not a celebrity, like the very lucky, fortunate Shay Mitchell that has time to slap 58 products on her face in the morning. Do you really have time to like rub this on your face for 10 minutes? While you're heading out the door and you're already underslept, and gosh, did you even have time to eat breakfast? No? Well, maybe you need your hands to get your car keys or cook food or to pour coffee. That is why I love patches. I keep these in a skincare fridge. You can keep them in your regular fridge. But literally, one of the best hacks for depuffing your face is getting either eye masks or face masks and putting them in the fridge. Just the way a cool tool like this will help you massage and kind of cool down and soothe over the skin, pushing some of that fluid back into the body and depuffing. A skincare mask or an under eye mask will do a similar thing. And these actually have ingredients that they're going to penetrate into the skin that can give you a double whammy. I'd recommend looking for things that have antioxidants, such as this eggplant one, very nice. Also, there's this carrot one from Papa Recipe. There are some excellent face masks from a ton of K-beauty brands, and then there are eye masks. I actually like eye masks, and these are different from under eye creams or eye creams. These are more like push-up bras for your under eyes, and they actually create pressure in this under eye area where we need it most if we've slept on our face or if we're looking a little puffy. This one is the vegan ceramide one from Pacifica. I love this for sensitive skin. If you do want to feel bougie, the Wander Beauty eye mask is another one of my favorites. There's also a Tired AF one. If you really have wrinkles and a lot of money, the Colorescience under eye ones are excellent and ophthalmologist and dermatologist tested, but these are fantastic. And if you don't have time because you literally slept through your alarm and you're looking puffy and you're trying to get out the door, you can put these on, let them do their work while they're on your face, and your hands are free to pour coffee or to put more skincare masks in a skincare fridge. Look at that. Multitasking. And speaking of beneficial ingredients, things such as antioxidants are a way to help you look more awake. Antioxidants are fantastic, especially in the morning. And that's because they can help to revitalize the skin. They can help give the skin a luminous glow. Antioxidants literally fight against free radicals, these terrifying little skincare eating demons that want to cause damage to your skin or your body. And by adding antioxidants to your routine, both topically and orally, it can help a ton. And antioxidants that are applied strategically, such as vitamin C, caffeine, and green tea can actually boost up sunscreen's efficacy. Some of my favorite antioxidants to work with are things like green tea, Camellia sinensis. This has epigallocatechin 3 gallate, and there are a bunch of green tea products that you can use to apply to your skin, but you can also eat it. This is from Pique. This is their matcha green tea. I love this so much. Dr. Dre got me hooked on these, and they're really easy to blend together, and yes, they have caffeine in them, so they wake your brain cells the f up too. And they are not only delicious, but they're beneficial for the entire body. And from the inside out, you're caring for your body and therefore your skin, and hopefully getting a little hydration because you normally make matcha with water. Now you can apply green tea to the skin. There are some amazing green tea products that I recommend. We've spoken about a ton of them here. And another great one is caffeine. I'm not just talking about what we sippy, but I'm also talking about what we can put on our faces. Caffeine is a vasoconstrictor, so it actually helps to brighten the skin, but actually decrease a lot of the puffiness that could come along with, blood flow by that vasoconstriction. And in general, it's another antioxidant that really helps the skin. This one is the Ordinary's caffeine solution 5% plus EGCG, epigallocatechin 3 gallate, which yes, is also found in green tea products. This is an eye cream that I recommend using all over the face, and today's video is actually sponsored by not The Ordinary, but coffee. Do you lack a personality? Do you have trouble waking up in the morning and functioning like a regular member of society? Do you feel like you have to internally scream at your brain cells to get them to start working? And do you have a problem getting your bowels to start working before you get to work? Because same. Well, fear no more, because today's video is sponsored by coffee, the wakey bean juice that gets your adenosine receptors to work. Caffeine is an antioxidant. It can actually decrease your risk of cancer, as according to a study where they looked at people who drink more than 4 cups of coffee a day, which is definitely me. And there are many different types of beans that you can enjoy, from a blonde roast that has nothing to do with Barbie, to a dark roast and a brownie roast that very disappointingly does not taste like brownies, espresso roasts, etc. And there are lots of different brands of coffee that you can consume on a regular basis to get your butt working in the morning. For example, we have the Fancy Mermaid coffee. We also have the coffee made by a dude named Pete.
Hey, you still work for this guy? Nope. It's soy. Nice seeing you, Rick.
You could also support a fellow YouTuber by getting Chamberlain coffee or Bankroll coffee. Both are delicious, and one of them is 21 cents a cup. And if you, like me, spend way too much time on the internet and don't have friends, coffee can help. It can make your life more palatable to you, or coffee is a great way to communicate. Do you know the history of coffee houses and why they came to be? They were places where intellectuals would get together and sit together and discuss things like astrophysics and Newtonian geometry. Is that even a thing? It is as of now. Coffee is the only reason that I have a personality. I give it a 10 out of 10, and I'd highly recommend it to you.
Please note that I am not responsible for any heart palpitations, erratic behaviors, or rash decisions that you make while heavily caffeinated.
Now back to the video. Other than caffeine, there are a ton of antioxidants that are phenomenal, and you can get them in cleanser form, in serum form, etc. This is a luxury vitamin C serum that I actually recommend, and this does wake the f up out of your face. Like, this makes you look so glowing and fresh, even if you feel like death warmed over on the inside, because the caffeine hasn't hit yet. This is the Vitamin C Ester CCC FERULIC Brightening Complex from Perricone MD. He's an actual doctor that made this. Mwah, it is amazing. This is a better version, a creamier version of the Skin Ceuticals that penetrates better and is less irritating. There are also other options, such as this phenomenal K-Beauty Cactus Serum. If you've never put a cactus on your face, fix your priorities. And this right here is the Purify from 3 Ships. This is that Canadian brand that believes that luxury should be affordable. They're made by women, engineers, sold in Target. So good. Their entire line is made with this eco-friendly paper packaging, and they have this little glass packaging. And this right here is the Aloe and Amino cleanser. This is not a strip your face off cleanser, but this is a, hey face, wake the f up and start looking like a normal functioning member of society type of product. This also has yeast. This also has a little bit of green tea in here. This also has jojoba esters and aspen bark, and this is one of those cleansers that if you don't have time for skincare in the morning, you could literally wash your face with this, throw on an eye patch, make sure that you have a car sunscreen available, and safely apply your sunscreen while pulled over on the side of the road on your way to work. And there you have an amazing skincare routine that helps to brighten and liven up the face, helps to depuff it, and makes you look and feel like you can actually take on the day. Now, the very third and last most important thing when it comes to making you look more awake and alive in the morning actually isn't skincare at all. It's the way you sleep. A lot of people, including myself, are side sleepers or face sleepers. And when we speak about human anatomy, and how our heart pumps blood and how our muscles and our entire body and movement is responsible for circulating our lymphatic fluid, can you imagine what happens when our heart rate is low because we're resting, when we are laying down, and when we don't have that circulation of lymphatic fluid? That lymphatic fluid can pool up. It can make our faces look puffy. That lack of major circulation can make us look a little bit more dull, a little bit more dead. And that can be exacerbated when sleeping on our face or on our side because gravity literally pulls things down. On nights that I have like not a very good balance of water and sodium or potassium and calcium and sodium, I can actually sleep on my side and I can see which face I slept on based on how puffy that one side of my face is. It gets intense, and I have like stretchy skin. It is very, very, very intense. And it's actually hilarious. And if you want a video on me waking up after side sleeping, let me know. But if you as well are a side sleeper or a face sleeper, I may recommend you ask your doctor, ask someone who can guide you, but you might want to consider trying to train yourself to sleep on your back. There are some pillows that help you do this. Again, I love Dr. Dre. She recommends the Sleep&Glow pillow. That one's so expensive, but she seems to love it. She says that it works. There are other pillows that are beauty pillows that are supposed to help train you to either sleep in a certain way or are supposed to be better for your skin and hair. But we're not talking about the material here. We're talking about the actual shape. And finding a pillow that you can sleep on that actually helps you sleep on your back, as long as, you don't have sleep apnea, or as long as you don't have, issues with breathing while you sleep, or certain people who are at a certain weight might not be good candidates for back sleepers, but of course that's why you should talk to your doctor about it. But trying to train yourself to sleep on your back can actually help gravity do better things for you and pull your face in this direction as well as all that fluid instead of pushing everything this way. And when it comes to the depuffing and the antioxidants and the sleeping positions, that is how you can wake up your face and the rest of the Homo sapien that is attached to it. How do you like your coffee, or do you hate coffee and do you drink tea? I would like to know in the comments, and if you found the hidden kitten in this video, let me know which timestamp it is so that we can pin you to the top of the comments, Mr. Balleen style. And if you haven't collected the meme at the end of this video, I'd recommend you do so. But before that, we have another video on my favorite green tea products that work better than Chanel right here, as well as that Shay Mitchell skincare routine. So if you actually have time for 58 steps, we've reacted to her 58-step routine. You might want to follow suit. And if you have that kind of time and money, you might want to follow suit. Overall, remember to be beautiful both inside and out, and I cannot wait to see you in the comment section and these next videos. Love you guys. Bye.